Hoca is not fading as a content producer, he is growing. He is fast becoming one of the most prolific content producers in the TFL industry. Now, granted that Hoca is not perfect, he is making mistakes, and he's a bit inconsistent with his uploading schedule. Like, he'll make several videos a day for a couple of days, and then he'll disappear for a couple of days, and then he'll come back. But Hoca is already succeeding. He already has 8 patrons on his Patreon account. There's already 8 people donating money on a monthly basis. Now, I think that what Hoca needs to do to really monetize his content is he needs to start doing consistent uploading. But instead of uploading every day, or even 3 times a day like he said he wants to do, he needs to start doing his podcast twice a week, 3 times a week maximum. Because if he does it every day, then he's going to run out of things to talk about, much less 3 times a day like he's mentioned. So I think he needs to cut back to doing podcast twice a week, 3 times maximum, and there needs to be an objective or a direction for each one of his podcasts. He needs to have a subject, something he wants to discuss. Now, the other thing Hoca needs to start doing is selling his TFL merchandise, all right? So he needs to make TFL t-shirts and hats and all that sort of shit. Now, he could even make TFL blow-up dolls. You may laugh, but there's people out there who would fuck a blow-up doll with a picture of Steve Hoca's face on it. Now, there's one more thing that Hoca needs to do. He needs to start ignoring the trolls. Just don't pay them any attention. Now, if you're listening to this, Hoca, here's what I want you to know. There was a content producer in the fitness industry. His name was Rich Piana. You can go and look at his videos, all right? Rich Piana. He had a company called 5% Nutrition. Now, this guy was he was enormous. He was a beast. He was a sight to behold. This guy made regular YouTube videos to promote his supplement company, 5% Nutrition. You know, some of his videos were him just talking into the camera about various subjects to do with weightlifting and drug use, you know, with steroids and all that. But the reason I'm telling you this is that this guy had more trolls on his YouTube videos than any other person in the history of YouTube, all right? His videos were just troll fodder. You go to one of his videos and every comment, just thousands and thousands of comments, of troll comments, and they were freaking hilarious. They were gold. I got to a point where I didn't really care about his content anymore. I always clicked on his videos so I could read the troll comments. Now, the most fascinating part about this is that this guy never once responded to any of these trolls. He never paid them any attention. There was one exception to that. There was one troll he paid attention to, and that was a guy who trolled him in real life. A guy that used to come up to him and challenge him to fights, and then make videos talking shit about him and saying that Piana backed out of a fight and he's a pussy and this and that. Piana responded to that guy. That's the only troll he ever responded to. But any other troll out there, Piana would never even acknowledge their existence. Hoca, as your channel grows and as you start attracting more and more viewers, you are going to get more and more trolls. You need to start ignoring them. If you're going to sit there in these podcasts and, you know, talk about, oh, this little troll, and this troll said this and that troll said that, ooh, you're going to turn away the people who are serious about your content because they don't give a shit about the trolls. They want to hear what you've got to say. So ignore the trolls, start selling TFL merchandise, cut back on your podcast to 2 times a week, and yeah.